now live, it says. Hello, Angelika.
Hello, Steven.
Hello. Right. Today we're live on Ask Angelika, the group on Facebook. We're live on Angelika's German Tuition and Translation, the page. We're live on my profile. We're live on LinkedIn and the website. If you're joining us live, thank you very much. We'll be with you when the clock has counted down. And we'll start today's German lesson. We had a German celebration last night, didn't we?
We went to the pub.
We did.
With students, and because somebody found out there is a pub in Devizes where they have some German beer. So that's what more? We don't need any more excuses, do we?
No, draft German beer.
Mm.
Brilliant. And the clock is ticking and we're nearly down, and I'm going to go like that. 3, 2. Oh, that was quick, just disappeared. Hello. Right, and welcome to the show. This is Ask Angelika, Practical German for Holiday Accommodation, Season 5. Just a minute. Just let me sort that one out.
Ooh, episode 15.
Episode 15. That's better. Okay. Angelika, would you like to explain what today's show is about?
Well, we've been in season 5. We've been looking at various topics with slightly more advanced vocabulary, as in we have some sentences and not just basic, very easy sentences or just vocabulary. So this is really sort of a follow-up to season 1, when we were sort of talking about various topics, whatever we could think of. And as this is the last one before August, and we're taking a holiday break
We are
in August, I thought this was a good time to talk about holiday accommodation. Sort of, I don't think, I know I haven't mentioned all the different types of holiday accommodations. I think this Ask Angelika would then be a very long episode. But I've chosen a few sort of common holiday accommodations that you will or might find in Germany.
Very good. Now, I'm going to take that off because you know this is Ask Angelika, Season 5, Episode 15, Holiday Accommodation. And we're going to go like this. And this is what we normally look like. So, all good.
Yeah, we don't have any more of our body, isn't it? It was just head and shoulders.
Just head and shoulders, that's it. Right, okay, now the way this works, Angelika's put together 8 sentences in German, translations in English. I will read them out in German. Angelika will correct my pronunciation. You can read them out with me. We can't hear you. So no problems there. So we're going to start off with phrase number 1. And I don't practice beforehand. So, Hotels sind gängiger Unterkunftsoption in Deutschland. I've mangled that.
Do you want to have another go?
Hotels sind ein gängiger Unterkunftsoption in Deutschland.
Now, you just made the one common mistake of reading option and therefore reading it in English.
Option.
Option, that's it. Hotels sind eine gängige Unterkunftsoption in Deutschland. So we've got 2 words there, Unterkunft and Option. And putting them together, we need the S so that it can flow as one word. So Unterkunftsoption.
Okay. What is Unterkunfts?
Well, you need to look at the word without the S. The S is purely there for pronunciation help. So the word you're looking at is Unterkunft. And you had that word, well, in English, in the title, is accommodation.
But I'm meeting it for the first time.
Yeah, so Unterkunft is accommodation.
Right.
And Option is an option.
Okay, and just let me close that, and we say hello to Mr. John Upton, who guessed it was accommodation. Hello, John.
Well done.
Right, that's helpful. Okay, so hotels are one accommodation option in Germany. Gängiger.
Gängig is common.
All right, so hotels are one of the common options for accommodation in Germany. And the translation is: hotels are a common accommodation option in Germany. It's good to have it confirmed. Just give me a second. Right. That's better. Right. Okay. Phrase 2, which looks like a long phrase.
Yes. Will it fit? Yes.
Okay. Ferienwohnungen sind mobilierte Apartment oder Häuser, die Touristen für einen bestimmten Zeitraum mieten können.
Ferienwohnungen sind möblierte Apartments oder Häuser, die Touristen für einen bestimmten Zeitraum mieten können.
All right. Now I've heard of mobilier. That's furnishings, yeah?
Furnished, yeah.
Yeah. So holiday accommodation. So Wohnungen is an alternative to the word we used before.
Well, now Wohnung can mean flat or house.
Okay.
So
okay.
if you literally translate it, it would be holiday apartments, but they are furnished apartments or flats or houses.
Right. So holiday accommodations are furnished flats or houses that tourists for a bestimmten, understood?
Specific
Zeitraum, room
time period.
All right. Which tourists can rent for a period.
Specific period, rather than a furnished flat that somebody wants to rent because they want to live there.
And John is really watching us. Airbnb.
Well, yes, I could have used Airbnb, but then everybody would have known straight away what it is. The term Airbnb is also used in Germany. Before Airbnb even came up, these types of flats or houses were always called Ferienwohnung, and that's what you can still see a lot. But they also now rent out their holiday flats via Airbnb. So airbnb.de, I think that's the website, and you would find it there as well.
Okay. And the pronunciation is Airbnb?
It's the English word, Airbnb, yeah.
Okay. Right. So I'm going to hide that. And we're joined by Fons as well. Hello, Fons. Okay, you joined our German lesson. And we're now on to the translation of that phrase. The official translation: holiday apartments are furnished apartments or houses that tourists can rent for a specific period. Okay, phrase 3. Remember, guys, you can say this along with me. We can't hear you. Phrase 3. Pensionen sind kleine familiengeführte Unterkünfte.
Well done on the first word, because I half expected you to go for the English word there as well, because it just looks like a pension, doesn't it? Pensionen sind kleine familiengeführte Unterkünfte.
Right. Pensionen. Was ist Pensionen?
Pensionen are guest houses. For a long time, I'll tell you another word for it in a minute. Okay. So guest houses, but these are small ones.
Okay. Okay, so guest houses are small. Familien is family. Fuhren is to, I'm going to get this wrong, but fahren is to drive. Fuhren is looked after by the family or family run.
Family run, that's it. Yeah.
Accommodation, because we've learned the word accommodation earlier.
So Pensionen, that type of guest houses are small family run accommodation, which it used to be always also translated as bed and breakfast, because most of the time they only offer a place to sleep and breakfast.
Okay, translation. Phrase 3 is guest houses are small family run accommodations.
And there is a but now, because I found out that apart from the word Pensionen, they now use different words as well.
Oh, right.
And
okay.
that will be in the next sentence.
Yeah. Accommodations. I like the spelling of accommodations.
Only because you told me off because I spelled it wrong earlier on.
Very, very. Oh, wait a minute. I'm going to have to do an alteration here because it doesn't fit. So let's update that.
It fits on mine.
You can see it fully on your screen.
Yeah. I can see the whole sentence.
Right, okay. Just now.
No, you've gone to the next one already.
Try again. Right. Bed and breakfast, Unterkunft. I can't read it. It's disappearing. Time for the glasses, guys. Bed and breakfast, Unterkunft, bieten Übernachtung mit Frühstück.
Yeah, bed and breakfast. So, as I just said, bed and breakfast always used to be a pension, but actually they now use the word bed and breakfast as well. So, bed and breakfast, Unterkünfte bieten Übernachtung mit Frühstück.
Okay, so I'm going to say that bed and breakfast is bed and breakfast.
Yeah.
That's fair. And Unterkunft is our word of the day. It's accommodations. And the one I don't know, overnight, Übernachtung is overnight. So
yeah,
overnight. Mit Frühstück.
With breakfast.
With breakfast. Okay, we got there.
I thought that was so cool that I had to put that in as well.
Right. And bed and breakfast, accommodations offering lodging with breakfast. Now I can go back to phrase 5. Jugendherbergen sind budget. I'm going to say budget-freundliche Unterkünfte.
Yeah, and that would make sense in your respect, in fact, because it looks like a foreign word, and we have the word in English, budget, but in German it's pronounced the French way. So Jugendherbergen sind budgetfreundliche Unterkünfte.
Budget. We've got French in German.
Yeah, I know.
Confusing. Okay.
That's why I thought I'd choose that sentence. I thought that was really good.
Okay. Jugendherbergen sind budgetfreundliche Unterkünfte, which translates to youth hostels are budget-friendly accommodation. Phrase 6. Campingplätze bieten Stellplätze für Wohnmobil. You got that one. Seite und Wohnwagen.
Yeah, it's Wohnmobile because this is plural. Yeah. Campingplätze bieten Stellplätze für Wohnmobile, Zelten und Wohnwagen. Zelte, sorry, und Wohnwagen.
Right. So camping places. Well, let's go for Wohnwagen first. That's camping vans.
Caravan, yeah.
Caravans, Wohnmobil. Right, Wohnwagen is caravan. Wohnmobil is a mobile home.
Or a camper van, or there are several words for it.
And Seite.
Zelt. That's what was originally on campsites. What do most people use?
Tents.
Tents, yeah.
Somebody's just, never mind. We'll not go political. I was going to speak about 2000 tents, but I won't. Campsites offer pictures for camper vans, tents, and caravans.
Mm-hmm.
If I've confused you, I'll explain afterwards. It's nothing to do with German. Gasthäuser sind traditionelle deutsche Unterkünfte, die auch Restaurantdienste anbieten.
Gasthäuser sind traditionelle deutsche Unterkünfte, die auch Restaurantdienste anbieten.
Guesthouses are traditional German accommodation, also have a restaurant attached.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
So they also offer restaurant services. So they're not pubs.
Yeah.
But well, they are basically, there are pubs with accommodation.
Okay. Guest houses and traditional accommodations also offer restaurant services. Catch up with John. And John is saying budget-friendly youth hostel.
There we are.
Okay.
It's interesting that you don't have to be youth anymore to stay in a youth hostel. Because originally you had to, once you were over an age, I don't think you could stay there, but now anybody can stay there.
But youth hostel accommodation now is quite pricey. The original idea has just disappeared in the UK.
All right, no, it's generally still cheaper. Well, so it is. So they say. I have to say I've never stayed in one, so I don't know.
I was checking, and yeah. Okay, right. Phrase 8. The last phrase today: wellness hotels. Oh, wait a minute. Right. Okay, you didn't notice that out there. Well, it's the same word. Wellness hotels konzentrieren sich auf Entspannung und Wohlbefinden der Gäste.
Ja, Wellness-Hotels konzentrieren sich auf Entspannung und Wohlbefinden der Gäste.
Wellness hotels concentrate themselves on the health and well-being of their guests.
Yeah, in English we wouldn't use the concentrating themselves, so they're focusing on relaxation and well-being of the guest. Yeah.
So konzentrieren sich is.
It's a reflexive verb in German, whereas in English it isn't.
Oh, reflexive verbs. Wellness hotels focus on the relaxation of well-being and guests. Right. Okay. Now, before we run through that again, I'm going to switch my camera off. I'm going to bring this book on. Angelika, would you like to tell us more about the book?
No, it's not the book, it's the course.
There you go. That's the first thing.
Well, I mean, if you've just seen all these sentences and you think, actually, I fancy a holiday in Germany. I fancy staying in a wellness hotel, or I stay in a Pension or Ferienwohnung or whatever it is. But actually, I don't speak any German. So my beginner's course, it was just a reminder again of my beginner's course, which is a 30-day challenge for learning some basic German. It obviously doesn't teach you everything, but it will give you a head start. And even if you continue everything else with English, it is always very nice to at least to be able to say one or two things in German, and also a couple of important things. And it's an online course which comes with a workbook, and most of the videos are actually pretty short, sort of between 5 minutes and I think 1 or 2, maybe 15. But it certainly gives you a good start before you go on holidays.
Brilliant. And all your courses are on your website.
Yeah. And we put the link under the post later on as well.
Yeah, post the link afterwards. Catching up with John, and John has done some research. Stephen is right, it's not cheap at the YHA anymore. How much do British hotels cost can vary widely from £10 to £35 for a bunk in a shared room, up to £30 to £80 for a private twin. So it's cheap. Yeah.
Yeah, but then again, where can you stay for £10 a night in a hotel?
Yeah, but if you book a hotel, you book a room. Yep.
Yeah, I know, but that's why you get the cheap accommodation you may have to share. Well, depends
exactly,
on what you want to do.
You're paying £30 a night to share with somebody you've never met.
No, but if you look at £30 for a private twin or a double,
okay,
that's still cheaper than a hotel.
Okay.
But I don't know how cheap they used to be beforehand, so I don't know. I guess everything has gone up, hasn't it?
It has. It has. Right. Okay. Now this is the bit where we have the German perfectly read and the English sort of. So we're going to go through the sentence again, starting with sentence number 1. Angelika will read the German. I will read the English.
Hotels sind eine gängige Unterkunftsoption in Deutschland.
I knew you'd get the option right. Hotels are a common accommodation option in Germany. Phrase 2.
Ferienwohnungen sind möblierte Apartments oder Häuser, die Touristen für einen bestimmten Zeitraum mieten können.
Which translates to holiday apartments are furnished apartments or houses that tourists can rent for a specific period.
Pensionen sind kleine, familiengeführte Unterkünfte.
Guest houses are small family-run accommodations.
Or bed and breakfast. Bed and breakfast Unterkünfte bieten Übernachtung mit Frühstück.
Which translates to, I've got both on screen. Bed and breakfast accommodations offer lodging with breakfast. Like Airbnb. Well, no. Guest houses, not Airbnb.
Well, a lot of them go via Airbnb as well now. Jugendherbergen sind budgetfreundliche Unterkünfte.
Translates to, youth hostels are budget-friendly accommodation, depending on your budget.
And depending on what you want. I mean, if you want a 5-star hotel room, then don't stay in a youth hostel. Campingplätze bieten Stellplätze für Wohnmobile, Zelte und Wohnwagen.
And campsites offer pitches for camper vans, tents and caravans. Phrase 7.
Gasthäuser sind traditionelle deutsche Unterkünfte, die auch Restaurantdienste anbieten.
And translation is, guest houses are traditional German accommodations that also offer restaurant services.
I could have also translated it as an inn or inns, but I don't know. So inns, guest houses, yeah. Wellnesshotels konzentrieren sich auf Entspannung und Wohlbefinden der Gäste.
Which translates to, wellness hotels focus on the relaxation and well-being of guests. Okay, and that leads us to the comment from John. And John is saying, Angelika is in the pink top, pink covers, pink doors. Just a minute, let's have a look.
That's pure coincidence.
It is a pure coincidence, but it matches so well.
Unless it's because I've seen all these posts on Facebook about the new Barbie film. I don't know. No, it's pure coincidence.
You can't help but be influenced by everything that's going on at the moment. Right, okay, so I'm going to hide that. So, Angelika, would you like to close the broadcast?
Yeah, as I said at the beginning, so we're taking a holiday break over August, and we'll most likely be back around, well, beginning of September, possibly the 8th of September. And as that's the beginning of the school year, I thought I'll do something about school, maybe the school system or so. I haven't quite decided yet, but something school topic like. Apart from that, thank you for watching. Thank you for joining in the conversation, John and Fons. And we see you after the summer holidays. And with that, it's tschüss von mir.
Und tschüss von mir. Okay. Was watching the screen. I wasn't there, but I am there now. So whatever happened, happened. Shall we get on with the show?
Yeah.
Okay. So, right. Today's show is about Weiblichen. Would you like to say why we're talking about Weiblichen?
Yes. I mean, I said 2 weeks ago that I would choose another town, but I hadn't thought about which one yet. And now this weekend, or this last weekend, from Friday to Monday, Stephen and I were actually in France. We were at the Twinning Weekend in Mayenne, which is in France. And then I thought, well, in that case, Waiblingen is the perfect town for today's Ask Angelika. But if you want to know why, you'll have to wait for the first sentence, which I hope Stephen will put up in a minute. I can't hear you talking.
Can you hear me now?
Yes.
Okay. Angelika has created 5 sentences in German about Weiblichen. I'm going to read them out. Angelika will correct my pronunciation, and then we will translate them. So on to the first phrase. Right. Weibringen ist die Partnerstadt von Mayenne in Frankreich und Devizes in England.
Except you need to pronounce it in German, so it's in England.
England.
Weiblingen ist die Partnerstadt von Mayenne in Frankreich und Devizes in England. Yeah.
Good. Okay. So I'm happy. England. I'm happy with that. Okay. Now I know the answer to this, and this is why we're talking about Weibringen. Weibringen is the twinning town with Mayenne and Devizes. Devizes. Weibringen is twinned with Mayenne in France and Devizes in England.
Exactly. And that's why we thought it was a good topic today.
Indeed. And sorry.
Go on. Because although we were in France, we did meet up with a lot of our German friends as well from Weiblingen.
Well, especially Zilka, because we were with Zilka the whole weekend with
last year.
Isabella Maurice. Isabella Maurice. Okay, so the translation is Weiblingen is the twin town of Mayenne in France and Devizes, and I can say England this time.
Now you can, yes.
Okay, good. Right, phrase number 2. Weiblingen ist im Remstal östlich von Stuttgart.
Okay, almost.
Right.
The tricky bit here is you knowing the word, because you said, so Weiblingen ist im, and you said Remstal. And that makes sense because a lot of words do start with ST. But actually, in this case, it's a compound noun consisting out of Rems and Tal. So Weiblingen ist im Remstal östlich von Stuttgart.
Right, okay. So I can take it that Weiblingen is west of Stuttgart.
No.
Okay, I'm going to east of Stuttgart.
Okay.
Remstal, I obviously mispronounced You go with Remstal and explain what it means, please.
Well, Tal is a valley.
And
Rems is a river that goes through Weiblingen, exactly.
Okay.
But that's tricky with the English, it comes up as 2 words.
Yeah.
So it's no problem. But because in German, when you have a compound noun and you put them together, then obviously that's a bit more difficult.
As it was. So Weiblingen is in the river valley east of Stuttgart, which is yes, there we are. Okay, phrase number 3, all about Weiblingen, and seit dem 1. Februar 1962 ist Weiblingen eine große Kreisstadt.
Seit dem 1. Februar 1962 ist Weiblingen eine große Kreisstadt.
Right, and the 1 dot, it signifies Erster.
Yeah.
If it had just been 1, then it would have been ein. So 1. Februar 1962. Right, okay. Now, problem I've got here is that große is in capitals. Can you explain why?
Yes. Well, I can explain it now because I actually had to look that one up myself. Because when I saw it first, and I thought, oh, they made, because I picked all the information from, most of it from Wikipedia, and I thought, oh, they made a spelling mistake because adjectives in German aren't spelled with a capital letter. But in this case, it's actually a title. Now, first of all, we need to know what is a große Kreisstadt. So maybe, Stephen, you need to work out first what the sentence says.
And I'm coming back to do that. Hello to everybody who's watching. If you want to comment, please do. Right, okay. Since the 1st of February 1962, Weiblingen is a large, große, large.
Yeah.
Stadt is town or city.
Yeah.
And that leaves us with Kreis. Kreis, ich weiß nicht. I don't know.
Right, if I give you a hint and say Trowbridge ist die Kreisstadt von Wiltshire.
Ah, right. Okay. So Trowbridge is, we don't agree, but Trowbridge is the. Well, I'm looking for a word here. I'm
Well,
searching.
it's not quite comparable because Trowbridge is a county town.
County town.
Kreisstadt is actually a district town.
Right.
So, yeah, what you would say?
It's the largest district town.
Well, if it was a district town which just happens to be large, then
Okay.
Große would have been spelled with a low G and no G and not a capital G.
Okay.
But Große Kreisstadt is actually a legal status for towns with additional competences. And when it's a legal status and a title, so to speak,
yeah,
then it will be spelled with a capital letter, even if it is an adjective. So it's part of the title, really, rather than just describing what type of town it is.
So we both learned something today.
Yeah, absolutely, because I didn't know that either.
Okay, that's good. Phrase number 4, and you can translate. The official translation is since 1st February 1962, Weibingen has been a large district town.
Yeah.
On to
See, the translation doesn't tell you much about this title, does it?
No,
because it just says a large district town. So, but that's because we don't have them.
No, indeed we don't. Right, phrase 4 then. Die Stadt wurde 1634 während des, this is a nice one, Angelika, thank you. Des 30-jährigen Krieges fast vollständig zerstört.
Yeah, I knew you would like numbers, so I thought I had to put that one in. So, die Stadt wurde 1634 während des 30-jährigen Krieges fast vollständig zerstört.
Now, this is something I knew nothing about. I didn't know there'd been a 30 Years' War at all. It's not something that's taught in English history, in English schools. So, unless I wasn't there for that lesson, but I'm going to try anyway. The town was in 1634. It was involved in the 30 Years' War, and was nearly destroyed.
Well, during the 30-year war, it was nearly destroyed. And I can't remember the exact numbers now, but I think I read from over 2,000 or whatever people living there, only 100 or so survived. So there was huge damage.
Yeah, I went to research, but the article was so big, I thought I'd bookmark it and go back later, which I will. Right, so the official translation of phrase 4 is the town was almost completely destroyed in 1634 during the 30 Years' War. And as Angelika said, the population was reduced to 100. Population now?
I don't know.
I don't know.
More than Devisers.
A lot more than Devisers, and we stand around about 23,000. Weibingen is larger than we are, and it's a beautiful place to visit as well.
It certainly is, yeah.
Yeah, and the people are very friendly. Well, we're told a story because we do the twinning, and that's why we're mentioning Weibingen today. That we actually were hosted by somebody new to twinning, and when it came around again that Weibingen was going to host, they requested that we go and stay with them. Well, that's quite nice, really.
I know, and they were disappointed because we were staying somewhere else.
That's true. So next time we're in Weibingen, we'll have to arrange to meet up with them if we can find them. Right, okay. Phrase 5. Noch heute kann man entlang der ursprünglichen Stadtmauer spazieren gehen.
Almost ursprünglichen.
Ursprünglichen.
Ja, noch heute kann man entlang der ursprünglichen Stadtmauer spazieren gehen.
And we've actually done this.
Yes, we have.
Yes, we have. Today, one can walk around the city walls and Sprüngliken 9. Ich weiß nicht.
Well, so the original. They've been there since.
Oh, the original. Oh, right.
Yeah.
Ursprünglichen, original. Okay. So let's look at the official English translation. And today you can still walk along some of the original town wall. Okay, pretty close.
Impressive. Quite impressive walking along there, isn't it?
Yeah, normally what we do at this stage of the show is to actually play a video, but we don't have a video.
That was when we were in wheelchair. We can't do all the videos from all the towns in Germany now, so
okay.
That's all right.
Indeed, and it was great last weekend to actually meet up with all our friends from Wageningen as we were hosted in Mayenne, and we're just recovering from a long weekend from Friday through till Monday, and twinning is a win-win situation for everybody, and it's good for everybody to get together. Would you like to correctly read, and as I bring them up on screen one by one, the German phrases? If I bring the first one up, are you okay with that?
Ja, Waiblingen ist die Partnerstadt von Mayenne in Frankreich und Devizes in England.
Waiblingen is the twinning town of Mayenne in France and Devizes in England. Oh, that's just what it says. I could have done that.
I was just about to read that sentence and I thought there's something wrong here. Waiblingen.
Phrase 2.
Waiblingen ist im Remstal, östlich von Stuttgart.
Waiblingen is in the river valley to the east of Stuttgart.
The Rems Valley. We've walked along the river Rems as well.
Ah, right. Okay. Is that where the crane was?
Yes.
Ah, right. In the center of the city. Okay. And the third one.
Seit dem 1. Februar 1962 ist Waiblingen eine große Kreisstadt.
Februar. Okay, and since 1st of February 1962, Waiblingen is, I'm going to get the English translation out, a large district town. And on to phrase 4.
Die Stadt wurde 1634 während des Dreißigjährigen Krieges fast vollständig zerstört.
Okay, might as well be, and just read out the English one. The town was almost completely destroyed in 1634 during the 30 Years' War. And our final phrase today.
Noch heute kann man entlang der ursprünglichen Stadtmauer spazieren gehen.
Today you can still walk along some of the original town wall, which we have, which was good. But it's our turn to host next year, so the Germans and French will be coming to Devizes.
Yeah.
All right. Okay. We've come to the end of the show.
Yeah.
Angelika, it's over to you to close the show if you wish. Unless you've got something you want to talk about? Anything coming up?
No, nothing is coming up at the moment. No. So, I'll have to have a think about another town. There isn't a twinning weekend in the meantime, so I'll. It's open-ended. I can choose whatever I want to do.
You can go to anywhere in Germany, north, south, east, west.
Or I can pretend to be anywhere in Germany, and that will be on the 11th of October. So Until then, it's tschüss von mir.
Und tschüss von mir. Bis später. And that's a wrap. Now live, it says.
Yeah, it does.
Right. We are live. We're going live today in the Ask Angelika group on Facebook, on Angelika's German Tuition and Translation, on my profile, and on Twitch and the website. So wherever you're watching from, hello. It's going to take about another 40 seconds for everything to work out. I'm just closing 1 or 2 tabs down and close those. I think we're set now.
Cool. We're multitasking, aren't we?
We are. We are indeed. We are indeed. Right. I'll count down 15 seconds to go.
Yeah.
So live on Facebook, and Twitch, and what's the other one? The website. Okay, so I should have talked my way through this, and it's now time to take the card down and say, hello, Angelika.
Hello, Steven.
Right, we're here, we're live. Now, before we begin, would you like to explain this week's topic? I mean, we're in England, so we always talk about the weather.
Well, there is this saying about April weather. It seems like in April, when you're looking forward to spring, you're actually ending up with all sorts of weather. It's like as if all 4 seasons turn up in one month. And we certainly have we've had hailstones, we've had thunder and lightning, we've had coffee and cake in the garden in short sleeves, massive rain, park run, which turned almost into a park swim. So I think this month talking about the weather is just a perfect topic.
I totally agree. As you say, we've had everything thrown at us.
Yeah.
So I'm going to take that card down, and that will give me space to do this. So welcome to the show. This is Ask Angelika, practical German for the weather, and season 5, episode 10. These shows seem to be flying by. Okay, so
I think I may need to say one more thing about the topic. Well, not about the topic, about the sentences, because originally I thought I'll do nice and basic sentences, like the sun is shining, it's raining, it's snowing, whatever. And then I thought, no. And so the sentences we have are sentences that you might either hear in a weather forecast, or you might hear Germans say. And Germans wouldn't just use basic sentences, like we don't either. We say things like, oh, it's been raining all bloody week now, or, anything like this. Yeah. Or do we need to bleep that out now?
No, you're okay.
So
it was factual.
Well, absolutely. So we don't say it's raining. We normally say a bit more. So these are not the easy basic sentences. They're a little bit more complicated, but I think even a beginner's learner will probably be able to maybe not work out the whole sentence, but certainly work out what we might be talking about.
Indeed. Now, Angelika has created 9 sentences. I'm going to read out the German. Angelika will correct me. Then together, with your help, we'll actually translate them into English. So let's start with sentence number 1. And phrase 1 is, heute es ist sonnig und warm.
Heute ist es sonnig und warm. Yeah. Which is a lie.
No, the temptation is to say warm. But that's not the sound, is it?
No, it's warm. These are always tricky words when they are spelt the same as in English. And it's so easy to go into English mode when you see them.
You're telling me it is. So we'll go with warm. And translation, heute is today.
Yeah.
Today is sunny and warm. And as Angelika just said, it ain't, is it? It's freezing out there.
Not according to the sentence. Today it's sunny and warm according to the sentence. I'm pretty sure somebody one day will watch this video on a sunny and warm day. And in which case I can now say it isn't a lie.
Right. Okay. So phrase number 2. This is close to the truth.
Yeah.
Es regnet schön den ganzen Tag.
Not schön, because schön is pretty or beautiful. Schon. Es regnet schon den ganzen Tag.
Yeah, there's no umlaut there, is there?
No.
No. Okay. Es regnet. It is raining. Den ganzen Tag. Tag is day. Ganzen is all. So it's been raining pretty much all day.
Yeah, and the schon is a filler word. It could be translated as already, but I wouldn't actually translate it here at all. So it's been raining all day.
Okay. It's been raining all day.
Yeah.
Right.
I guess the schon might give us the emphasis on the all. Like, oh, it's been raining all day. Yeah, and the Germans would put, es regnet schon den ganzen Tag.
Right. Okay, phrase 3. Morgen wird es kalt und neblig sein.
Ja, morgen wird es kalt und neblig sein.
Morgen, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Wird es, will it. Tomorrow it will be cold, kalt.
Yeah.
And cloudy.
Foggy.
Foggy. Oh, right. Neblig is
More
foggy.
than cloudy. Nebel is fog.
Right. So translation then is tomorrow it will be cold and foggy. Okay. Phrase 4. Der Himmel ist heute bewölkt.
Bewölkt. Ja, der Himmel ist heute bewölkt.
The sky is today. The sky is cloudy.
Yeah.
Right. So bewölkt is cloudy.
Wolke is a cloud. So bewölkt, literally, sort of the meaning of is covered with clouds or cloudy.
Right. And we say thank you to Barry. If you're watching live, Barry, please do say hello. But thank you for the like. The sky is cloudy today.
That's probably true.
Looking at my window, yes, that's definitely true. Phrase 5. Es wird heute Nachmittag gewittern.
Yeah, es wird heute Nachmittag gewittern. I'm hoping that's not true. We've had our fair share of that. But of what?
Well, yeah, I mean, es wird heute Nachmittag gewittern. It translates as there will be thunderstorms in the afternoon.
Yeah.
And we've had thunderstorms, haven't we?
We did, yeah. So gewitter is a thunderstorm, and here it's actually used as a verb. So gewittern.
Yeah.
Es wird heute Nachmittag gewittern. There will be thunderstorms this afternoon.
Because it knocked out the power.
It did. So if we do get any thunderstorms today, please just wait another 10, 15 minutes.
Yeah, we had total power loss. But it was only us.
It was only us. It tripped a switch.
Ja. Es liegt ein leichter Schneefall in der Luft.
That's almost a tongue twister, isn't it? Only just noticed that. Es liegt ein leichter Schneefall in der Luft. Yeah.
Right. Okay. There is a light snowfall in the. Right. Okay. Luft is. I know I've got the answer, but.
Air.
Air. Right. There is a light snowfall in the air. Okay. Phrase 7. Die Temperaturen werden in den nächsten Tagen steigen.
This is something you've been telling me all week. Die Temperaturen werden in den nächsten Tagen steigen.
The temperature is going to rise in the next few days. It's going to be warm and sunny and beautiful. And it's going to be 20, 30 degrees. We should run this show again. We should run this show again in 3 months' time, and then that will be hopefully true.
We'll all be whinging then. Oh, it's so heiß. Es ist so heiß.
Yeah. Temperatures will rise in the next few days is the correct translation. Phrase number 8. Der Wind weht heute aus südlicher Richtung.
Der Wind weht heute aus südlicher Richtung.
Südlicher. It was a westerly. Südlicher. Southern wind. It was a southern wind.
Yeah.
Sort of.
Yeah. So Richtung is the direction.
Directly, right. So the wind today, the wind was blowing from the south.
Yes. Today the wind is blowing from the south. So if it was blowing from the east.
Östlicher.
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Well done.
Impressed me then. Wow. Okay. Okay. Phrase 9. Es wird heute Abend leichter Frost erwartet.
Ja, es wird heute Abend leichter Frost erwartet. I hope not.
No, I hope not too. According to the Echo Dot, we should be okay. This evening there will be a light frost.
Yeah, it's expected. Erwartet.
Yeah.
So light frost is expected tonight. The
Yeah.
sort of thing the weather forecasters say, and then you may or you may not get the frost.
Yeah, the thing we found out though is we can't rely on weather forecast totally. I mean, I asked Alexa this morning at 9:45, when will it rain? And she said it's raining now. And I looked out the window and it wasn't. She doesn't know everything. Right now, this is the part where we're getting some pronunciation practice. Angelika is going to go through the sentences in German. I'll do the English translation, and then we have something special to show you. That's so I don't forget. Right? So after the sentences. Okay, we'll start off again at the beginning.
Heute ist es sonnig und warm. Oh, I can feel it. Yes.
Today it's warm and sunny, or sunny and warm. Phrase 2.
Es regnet schon den ganzen Tag.
It's been raining all day.
Morgen wird es kalt und neblig sein.
Tomorrow it will be cold and foggy. I hope not.
I'm pretty sure somebody likes it, so
It's park run tomorrow.
Der Himmel ist heute bewölkt.
The sky is clouds today. Phrase 5.
Es wird heute Nachmittag gewittern.
Hope that, fingers crossed not. There'll be thunderstorms this afternoon.
Es liegt ein leichter Schneefall in der Luft. Don't want that either.
No, we don't. Not until late November will do. There is a light snowfall in the air. Phrase 7. When it comes up.
Die Temperaturen werden in den nächsten Tagen steigen.
Temperatures will rise in the next few days.
Der Wind weht heute aus südlicher Richtung.
Correct.
Possibly.
The wind is blowing from the south today. Phrase 9.
Es wird heute Abend leichter Frost erwartet.
And the translation is light frost is expected tonight.
So you see, all these phrases could have been on an April day or for an
Indeed.
April day.
Right, I'm going to hide now. I'm still here, but I'm hidden. And then I'm going to bring this on screen. And is this the right one? Nope.
Nope.
It's
No,
not that one.
We did this one last time.
It's that one.
That's the one. Yes, the word order. Because I thought, well, as somebody who might be watching this who is a beginner, and I said you probably recognize some of the original weather words that you learn, you know, sonnig, warm, es regnet, es ist kalt, and all that. But you may feel a bit like, ew, there's some longer sentences. And then you hear things about word order, and you hear things about verb always in second place, and oh, what's this TMP, time, manner, place, and then what's happened to weil and denn and all that. And it can feel quite daunting. And I've actually got a grammar course just about word order, and it's been designed so that people can use it alongside their learning. So it doesn't actually matter whether you're teaching yourself or whether you go to evening classes. This is extra help just for word order, and it starts off with very basic rules. So very basic sentences, very basic rules, and only gradually does it get more and more difficult. So if you are a beginner and you were looking at it, you would only do the first bit.
Okay.
And move on to the next part as your learning is improving and you're progressing, and you then come across things like conjunctions and all that. So it's supposed to really help alongside when you haven't got the chance to ask somebody why is that? Or what's going on here? And it's an online course, so you buy it, but then it's yours and you use it wherever you want to. But you can also still ask me questions if you need it, if there was something that you still don't understand. I think I've made my courses very easy to understand. But when you're a native speaker, sometimes you think it's really easy, and the student's saying, "Where's the easy bit in this?"
True.
It does happen, doesn't it, Steven?
It certainly does happen. We know. I'm just going to go here, and hopefully, if I can do this, there we are. Yeah, word order. As I say, it is a simple, straightforward approach that you actually learn the syntax in this course, and then you're taught how to apply it. And of course, there is the benefit of a monthly broadcast that people can join.
That as well. So first of all, there is a workbook to go with it, that where you can do, there's lots of exercises as well, listening exercise. Probably no word order may not be so many listening exercises, but there are lots of exercises for you to do, and a workbook as well. And once a month, I'm available. It's not called Ask Me Anything. It is more the case of once a month you can come and use that time to learn some German in your own time, but I'm there, so you can ask me questions. And that doesn't matter whether it's my course or whether you're doing something else. The only thing that matters is that these monthly sessions are only available to those people who've been enrolled in any of my German online courses.
Indeed.
But then you can use whatever you want to use.
Right, Angelika, it's over to you again to close this broadcast.
Yes, close this broadcast. Until about just before we started, I hadn't even thought about the next session. But then I looked on my diary, and I need to look at the date again. The next one is the 5th of May, which happens to be
a bank holiday.
Oh, yes. Are we doing it on the bank holiday? No, I don't know yet. But also, I thought, I'm actually wrong anyway, because I thought it was before Mother's Day in Germany. But it looks like, according to my calendar, it's after Mother's Day. But it doesn't matter anyway. We might do a bit of some sentences about Mother's Day.
Okay. So
Mother's Day is in May in Germany, and not before Easter as it is in the UK.
Right, and unless it's a beautiful sunny day and Angelika and I go out for a walk, we'll be here on the 5th.
If not, we'll be here the week after.
That's
fine.
Not
a bank holiday again, then, is it?
No, the week we've got. I mean, the week. Just a minute. Let's sort this out.
We've got a few bank holidays, haven't we, this year?
Bank holidays on the 1st of May, the 5th of May, and the 8th of May.
No, not the 8th. No, there is the end of May. No, we always have the last Monday as well.
No.
8th as well?
8th as well. 4-day weekend because of the King.
Oh, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, in that case, I think we need to give credit to the King and let everybody watch what they want to watch, or do what they want to do, and we'll be back the week after.
Okay.
So that people actually want to listen to us and not half-heartedly watch on their little phones what's going on with the King. What's he doing now?
I'm going to get there first with this. Es ist Tschüss von mir.
Haha, und Tschüss von mir.
Bye.
Tschüss.
Hello and welcome to Ask Angelika. Hello, Angelika.
Hello, Steven.
Right, okay, we're set up and we're going live today on Facebook, on my profile, on Ask Angelika in the group, and on Angelika's German tuition translation on the page. And we're live on Twitch as well. So waiting for all those to connect. When they do, we'll be underway. And this is an episode which we take part in. and we're happy to take part in it, are we not?
Yeah.
Okay, so all will be revealed in about 15 seconds time, and we'll tell you all about one of our interests. So the countdown is nearly finished, and we are now on screen. Hello, Angelika.
Hello, Steven, again.
Hello again. Yeah, I'm just trying to get everything sorted. Let's get the screen layout sorted first. Right, okay. Welcome to the show. This is Ask Angelika, Practical German for Twinning, Season 5, Episode 14. Angelika, would you like to explain what today's episode is about?
Yeah, it's some little bit of sort of history and explanation about twinning, because as Steven just said, twinning is something we're both involved in. I've got the last sentence that we do is actually about our twinning, and then maybe we can say a few more things. But it's twinning is just great, and I like the reason why it started. So that's, and the reason why we're doing this now is because we've just had a twinning weekend as well, which then gave me the idea of doing some sentences about twinning.
We just had a very enjoyable twinning weekend. So Ask Angelika, Season 5, Episode 14, Twinning, and I'll take that out of the way. And now you just got Angelika and me as normal, so all is good. And all the cameras are working and we're happy. Right, now Angelika's put together some sentences about twinning. I will read the German, Angelika will correct my pronunciation, and then we'll go on to translate each of the phrases. Then we're looking at one of Angelika's books today, I think. So stick around, and thank you for watching live, and let's get started. Okay, so I'm going to read this. Okay, now I haven't practiced. I don't practice. Städtpartnerschaften sind eine besondere Beziehung zwischen lokalen Behörden oder Gemeinden in verschiedenen Ländern.
Okay. Städte, there's an E in there. Städtepartnerschaften sind eine besondere Beziehung zwischen lokalen Behörden oder Gemeinden in verschiedenen Ländern.
Right. Okay, so we're off with the first sentence, and we've got the German. Now we just need the English. Okay. Special relationship between local Behörden
are authorities.
Between local authorities or communities in different lands.
Different countries, yeah.
So twinning is a special relationship between local authorities or communities in different countries. And that is the official translation from Angelika. Twinning is a special relationship between local authorities or communities in different countries. Phrase number 2. Die Bürgerinnen und Bürger haben die Möglichkeit, Kontakte und zu knüpfen. I'm going to have to put my glasses on, I think. Sich gegenseitig kennenzulernen.
Ja, die Bürgerinnen und Bürger haben die Möglichkeit, Kontakte zu knüpfen und sich gegenseitig kennenzulernen.
Right. Now, I'm just going to wind down a bit. Okay, I'm trying. Contact is contact. We've got a shorter version than this, haven't we?
Yes, we do. Well, for starters, we have a shorter version because the first bit is it covers the male citizens of these towns or communities or whatever. Sorry, the female and then the male. So Bürgerinnen, both on Bürger are both citizens. I know I translated it as citizens, but because that's the word for it, I probably would have, if somebody spoken to me in English about it, I would have just said the people of those communities.
Ah, right. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
But
So
in German, because we got the male and female version, and so we've got Bürgerinnen und Bürger, so those are the citizens or the people even. And Möglichkeit?
Opportunity.
Yeah, so they have an opportunity to do what?
To learn about each other's, what to learn.
It's not lernen. Kennenlernen is to get to know.
Okay,
Und
right.
Kontakte zu knüpfen is to make contact and get to know each other.
Okay, so the full translation is citizens have an opportunity to make contact and get to know each other.
Definitely shorter than the German version.
It is more concise.
Mm.
Phrase 3. Sie entwickeln Verständnis und Freundschaft und lauschen Besucher aus. Tauschen Besucher
Ja.
aus.
Sie entwickeln Verständnis und Freundschaft und tauschen Besucher aus.
Is this from the twinning we know is friendly and one-on-one and in person. Is this taken from how it used to be?
No, this is actually, I can't remember about this particular sentence, but some of it I've taken from the device's twinning page.
Oh, right. It does sound like it comes from a government website.
They may have taken it from a government website, I don't know. But this is exactly what we're doing. Yeah, Verständnis entwickeln is to develop understanding. Yeah, so they develop understanding and friendship and exchange visits, which is exactly what we just did.
Indeed it is. Okay, so the translation is, they develop understanding and friendship and exchange. Okay. Phrase 4. And we're talking about twinning, and we have quite a long word which has scrolled off the screen now, so I can't see it. So I'll wait for it to come back. Städtepartnerschaften entstanden nach dem Zweiten Weltkrieg.
Ja. Städtepartnerschaften entstanden nach dem Zweiten Weltkrieg.
Right, so Städtepartnerschaften is actually twinning.
Yeah.
And entstanden began after the Second World War.
Yeah.
Okay, again, it looks like an official thingy. Twinning began after World War II. Okay, phrase 5. Die wohl berühmteste Verbindung besteht zwischen Coventry und Dresden.
Mhm. Die wohl berühmteste Verbindung besteht zwischen Coventry und Dresden.
Right, between Coventry and Dresden, I understand, and I visited both cathedrals. Right, I don't listen. Right, there are two types of twinning. There's our twinning, which we'll talk about afterwards, and there's twinning, which is a mystery to me. So I'm going to say that the English translation is perhaps the most famous link is between Coventry and Dresden. And again, nothing to do with twinning. Phrase 6 is beide Staaten hatten Katastrophe aller Schaden durch Luftangriffe erlitten. That's basically 20 years before twinning started.
But that's one of the reasons why twinning has started, because of the damage that was done during World War II.
Both cities have suffered catastrophic damage from air raids 20 years before.
Interestingly, that Coventry was actually twinned with Kiel. But because Dresden and Coventry had such catastrophic damage, Coventry is also twinned with Dresden, and that's become far more famous now than their link to Kiel.
Okay. Okay.
I did say it's a bit about history of twinning.
Right, phrase 7, getting closer to home, and the twinning that I've been involved in through Angelika for the last 8 years. Devises ist mit Mayen in Frankreich und Weibling in Deutschland partnerschaftlich verbunden.
Mhm. Ja, Devices ist mit Mayen in Frankreich und Weiblingen in Deutschland partnerschaftlich verbunden.
Right, so Devices is twinned with Mayen in France and Weibling in Germany.
Yeah.
Okay, in fact, that is the official translation too. And we can actually show the people from both towns on the screen. Down below me are the people of Weiblingen who visited us 2 weeks ago. And down below Angelika.
Yeah. We've got one group. There were 2 groups, but the first one had already gone from Weiblingen. And the one unique bit about Devices is that Devices, the twinning with Devices in Mayenne and Weiblingen is threefold. Lots of towns are twinned with more than one other town or city, but it's always that town and that. So, for example, what I just said, Coventry and Dresden, and Coventry and Kiel. That's 2 different twinning sites to it, whereas we've got 3. So this year, after a slightly longer COVID break, Weiblingen people and Mayenne people came to Devices, and next year Devices and Mayenne people will go to Weiblingen.
That's true.
And the year after, it's going to be in Mayenne.
Yeah. Now, in addition to the official view of everything, this is a great initiative, bringing people together from 3 different countries to learn about different cultures. So when we go to Germany, we learn about the German way of life. When we go to France, we learn about the French way of life. And when they come over to us, they learn about the English way of life. And literally, we know that many people have become friends over the years, including Angelika and Zilka, and quite a few people actually keep in touch with each other. Well, it's not a twinning weekend. So friendships are actually formed and built. And then when we all get together, it's a big party that starts with a hug and a smile. And it goes on for 4 days from Friday afternoon when our visitors arrive by coach, by plane. And then over the course of the weekend, they are well looked after, staying with local people, as we do when we go to France and Germany. And events are organised. And this year we went to a waste recycling plant, Angelika.
The delegates, they always have, it used to be, I mean, I don't know what other towns do, but it used to be a proper conference. So the delegates who came from the other countries and the delegates, so in this case, the delegates who came from Mayenne and Weiblingen, plus Devices delegates, used to have a conference with long speeches that needed translating. And then, I don't know how many years ago, several years ago, there was a move away from the conference, and now we rather look at interesting things, what they do. So in Mayenne, we've once seen a newly built hospital and a newly built nursery school, I think.
That's very important.
Swimming pool. That wasn't finished, was it? In Weiblingen, was it the fire station?
Mm-hmm.
But it varies. So and often because we try to do things for the environment and be better, and so quite often it is things like that. And Devices on that Saturday, it just happened to be a sustainability fair on the market. So we had a look at that, and anybody could go there. But then to stick to the theme, the delegates went to see the recycling center as well. And this is one, not your recycling center where everybody can go to and get rid of their own rubbish. This was a commercial one. Mm-hmm. So even Steven and I, we've never seen that one because no one would go there.
True. Right. And we've got hello from Barry, who's saying hello, Steven and Angelika. And
hello.
Hello, Barry. Mr. John Upton is here and get to see the recycling. Yes, twin and recycle. The 2 terms go together.
Absolutely.
Right, now before we do a reprise of the sentences, Angelika, would you like to talk about something?
That depends on what you want me to talk about. Ah,
I'd
okay,
like to
yes.
talk about
Well, the last few sessions I've been promoting one of, or a course, or one of the courses, and today I thought, well, actually, this coming Monday, or is it Tuesday? I can't remember. Tuesday, I think. I've got my business anniversary, and Angelika's German tuition translation will be 17 years old. And 7 years ago, I thought I wanted to do something because it was exactly 10 years. And I got some people to help me write a poetry book. These were students or friends, so that not all of them are or were students of mine. And the task was to write a poem either in English or in German. So about Germany, or in English or in German. And there were a couple of them in Denglish as well. And so this is one of them. I thought, I think I need to read this one because I quite like this one. But it is proper Denglish, really, or it's a sort of a mixture of English and German. So I have to write a poem über meinen Deutschkurs. Ich dachte, es wäre einfach, but it's hard without the force. So today I'm under pressure, and es ist nicht das, what it's really hard to read, actually. Was ich need. Oh, was ich need, yeah. Ich wollte ein wenig Zeit to chill, but instead my brain doth bleed. It started 7 years ago, es scheint wie yesterday. Ich weiß nicht, wo die Zeit has gone, but it's been no holiday. Meine Lehrerin sagt I'm doing fine. Ich weiß nicht what she hears, because whatever comes out from my mouth klingt schrecklich to my ears. So that's just one of them. It is a small booklet, and because I actually only wrote the intro and the final bit, and the rest is all done by other people. So any profit of the book goes to charity, whichever is my charity of the year. And so obviously I can't give this away because I need to pay, well, Amazon wants money for printing, but any profit always goes to charity. So I thought it would be quite good to just promote this again. And it's also available in Kindle. So it's Kindle and paperback.
Brilliant. It's a very good book, and I'm not just saying that because I feature in it too. I'm saying that Angelika students have done the topic proud, and there's a variety of content there. There's something for everybody.
It was fun to make, wasn't it?
Yeah, and the money does go to charity. So let's hide that and go through the sentences again from the beginning. And this time the German will be perfect and the English less so.
Städtepartnerschaften sind eine besondere Beziehung zwischen lokalen Behörden oder Gemeinden in verschiedenen Ländern.
Twinning is a special relationship between local authorities or communities in different countries.
Die Bürgerinnen und Bürger haben die Möglichkeit, Kontakte zu knüpfen und sich gegenseitig kennenzulernen.
Okay, phrase. And translation is citizens have an opportunity to make contact and get to know each other. And it works so well. Phrase 3.
Sie entwickeln Verständnis und Freundschaft und tauschen Besuche aus.
Which the translation is, they develop understanding and friendship and exchange. Visits. It scrolled, so I didn't get the visits bit.
That's strange. Mine doesn't scroll. I can see it as one sentence.
Can you?
Yeah. And I could see the whole sentence as well.
Okay, fine. John, can you see the whole sentence? Is it scrolling for you if you're still here? Okay, phrase 4.
Städtepartnerschaften entstanden nach dem Zweiten Weltkrieg.
Yeah, that's broken up again. Just a minute. Just let me make an alteration. And if I go here and apply. Right, okay. So twinning began after World War II.
Die wohl berühmteste Verbindung besteht zwischen Coventry und Dresden.
Perhaps the most famous link is between Coventry and Dresden.
Beide Städte hatten katastrophale Schäden durch Luftangriffe erlitten.
Both cities had suffered catastrophic damage from air raids. I'm phrase 7.
Devizes ist mit Mayenne in Frankreich und Weiblingen in Deutschland partnerschaftlich verbunden.
Which translates as Devizes is twinned with Mayenne in France and Weiblingen in Germany. And let's bring our guests back onto screen again and celebrate twinning. Wait a minute. Celebrate twinning. I think that's the right way. No, that's not the right way around.
That's fine.
Okay, we've got it. Okay. So Weiblingen, Germany down below. Angelika, it's out to you to close the broadcast.
Yeah, I could see a person on there in a purple t-shirt. I wonder who that would be.
Oh, just a minute. You mean the person in purple? Who is that?
I wonder. He
Let's
could
see.
well be the chairman of the Devizes Twinning Association.
It could be. And do you know, strangely, he's on both photographs.
Yeah, he is.
One was taken at 8:30 in the morning. The other was taken at 10:30. So I was doing my duty. And over to John, and John is saying, two cities, almost nothing left at the end of the war.
Yeah.
That's very true, John.
And I think that's what really got them together as well.
I am not a purple people eater. No, in actual fact, it's dual purpose because that, John, you've asked now, I'm actually wearing a park run t-shirt because Angelika and I have both done 25 park runs. So that's what it celebrates. But I wanted to stand out in the photographs, is the honest answer.
Yeah, you've done that.
Okay.
Okay. So well, thank you for watching. The next one, I've got the date written down, is on the 14th of July. Probably do something about summer or summer holidays or something like this. I'm not too sure yet because that almost school year finishes and the summer holidays start nearly. So we'll do something like that. And until then, well, thank you for watching. And until then, it's just for me.
Und tschüss from mir. Thank you, John, and thank